The creator of the watch that we're reviewing today set out to do one thing: create the best value microbrand dive watch possible. Now that is an incredibly difficult task when the market is so saturated with great value divers. However, I think that this watch is up there with the very best in terms of value. Not only because this watch has great specs for the money, but an insane amount of dial and bezel options, including some pearl dial materials. The best part is, I'm going to be giving away one of these watches for free to one of you watching this video. I'll reveal exactly how to win one of these watches a little later in the video. Therefore, this video is sponsored by Signum. They've allowed me to keep a watch and give one away to you too. If you haven't already heard of Signum, then allow me to introduce you. Signum is actually the sister brand to Microbrand Stratton, which I'm sure you have heard of because I've covered them loads on this channel. This is my first experience though with a Signum watch, and the owner Kyle has sent over 4 variations of this new model for us to check out. Now this is the new Cuda model. It's launching on the day of the release of this video, and it's launching at the price of $349. This price gets you a 200 meter dive watch with either a precious stone dial or a fully loomed dial. You get a high beat automatic Miyota movement and a great all-round spec sheet. And there's 9 different options when it comes to the dial type, which we'll be covering very soon. Now, although all 9 models do have different aesthetics, all of them do share the same great spec sheet. We have a full 316L stainless steel construction, including solid end links and a milled clasp, with the finishing of the watch being completely brushed. Not a single polished surface on these watches whatsoever. Covering these beautiful dials is a ever so slightly domed sapphire crystal with anti-reflective treatment. All options feature a 120 click loomed ceramic bezel with great action. All of them feature BGW9 on the hands and applied indices. They feature a loomed signed screw down crown and case back, aiding 200 meters of water resistance. You have a choice of bracelet or strap with this watch. The bracelet is solid steel adjusted by screw pins, again completely brushed. The leather is a vintage style with cream stitching and is made from full grain leather. Both options feature quick release spring bars. Inside all models is the high beat Miyota 9015 with a custom date wheel down at the 6 o'clock. Now this is already a fantastic spec sheet for $349, but when looking at the details of this watch, the value becomes even more clear. Now all models share the exact same dimensions. I think the majority of you will be pleased with a 39mm case diameter, a nice compact 46mm lug to lug, and a 13mm thickness. This watch has plenty of presence on the wrist because of that thickness, but wears well because of the lug to lug. The negative end links help the fit, especially on smaller wrists like mine. But the real decision of this watch comes down to the style, because my word, do you have a lot of choice. If you fancy a fully loomed dial, you have a choice of 4 colours: green, blue, orange and purple. These fully loomed options by Signum are known for being incredibly bright. They really do glow like a nuclear reaction when the lights go out. I suspect that the green version that I have is the brightest of the lineup, and if you can't read the time on this one in the dark, then you definitely need your eyes checking. Now if you want one of the pearl dials, you have a choice between green and brown. The green dial that I have is super vibrant and is a beautiful shade of green. It truly is amazing to wiggle this one around in the light and see all of those details amongst the pearl. I suspect though that the most popular will be the cathedral motif dial variants. One is a flat print with extremely vibrant colours. The other one shares the same print, however, features a layer of pearl over the top. I think that this specific one is my favourite from this Cuda release. You get all of those amazing colours from the cathedral motif combined with the beautiful texture that comes with the pearl on top. A truly visually pleasing experience that just looks super premium. The last dial option is abalone. Now I don't have that version here to show you today, but in the photos it looks super vibrant and good fun. And you'll get a chance to pick one of the 4 versions that I have for the giveaway very soon. But once you've made the tough decision on which dial you want, you've then got to pick a bezel. Now there's 2 different bezel designs. Signum calls this one the shark tooth, which features 15-minute numerals and spikes at the rest of the hours. The other is much more basic with a triangle at the 12 and markers for the rest. Now both bezels either come in black or blue. I think that my favourite is the shark tooth. I feel like it frames the dial the best, but the basic option gives a more classic dive watch look if that's what you want. It would be very easy though to just throw out these great dials and forget about the rest of the details. But Signum didn't do that. They've still added an applied logo, framed the 6 o'clock date window, added some cathedral style hands with a brushed finish matching the case, and even added an orange seconds hand because well, it looks pretty cool. The chapter ring also features a metallic finish and glistens as you spin the watch around. This watch really is jam-packed with details, along with having such beautifully constructed dials. I also can't not mention how good I think this bracelet looks. It features so many angles around each link, giving this already interesting watch even more facets. But one element that I think will go underappreciated is the fact that this watch is completely brushed. Polished surfaces often do a lot of the heavy lifting when it comes to the detail, but on this watch, it simply isn't needed. The dial details are more than sufficient to fill this quota. Entirely brushing this watch allows for the focus to purely be on those beautiful dials. Now, combining all of these fantastic details with that great spec sheet really does make this new Cuda one of the best value microbrand divers, in my opinion. Now, I will offer a couple of negatives for a balanced review. On some models, the hands don't contrast well with the dials. My favourite model, the Cathedral Pearl, doesn't have great legibility. Now, although the loom experience is insane on this fully loomed option, the others are just okay. They certainly aren't bad, just not outstanding. And then probably the worst part about this watch is actually the clasp. Now, the pressed upper does the job, but it's always nice to have something that's milled. But it does have 5 levels of micro adjustment, so silver lining. Now, aside from those, this is a very well-rounded watch. I'm super impressed with the amount of detail on each model, and I absolutely love the 39mm sizing. Okay, let's go through how you can win one of these for your collection. It's super simple and will only take you about a minute. First of all, you have to be a subscriber to the Top Tier Ticker channel. You then need to visit the Signum website, which is linked below, and sign up to the newsletter. It's down at the bottom of the page on the Signum website. Next, leave a like on this video and leave a comment down below about which of the 4 that I have is your favorite model. I will select a random comment this Sunday evening and pin the winner's comment to the top of the comment section. Every country in the world is eligible. I will cover all shipping costs myself, so this is your warning. Don't get scammed. I know a lot of scammers hang around in comment sections of giveaways. I will not ask you for any money, okay? Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one, guys. Bye for now.